I am Heidi Benjaminson, your host of Confidence Coaching, a podcast for mothers of teenagers who want to confidently have their own backs. Life isn't a spectator sport. Success comes to those who show up every day with a pocket full of courage, grit, and a little sparkle. I'm glad you're here. Hello. Welcome to episode 127, What Confidence Says and Doesn't Say. I am so glad you're here. Make sure you hit subscribe so you get a new episode each Wednesday. And did you know that for many episodes, I'm now uploading a short video on YouTube where I give extra examples of each topic for all of you visual learners like me. So you can find that on my YouTube channel, search by my name, hit subscribe there. You can also listen to the audio of each episode there too if you want. You can see other accompanying videos that I've done for other episodes. And I also email out a link to my email list. So make sure you get my weekly emails. Sign up on HeidiBenjaminson.com. Okay, today I want to share several examples of what we say and what we don't say when we are anchored in confidence. This is an exercise I take clients on when they know that they're going to be in a situation that has been hard in the past, or one where they know they'll feel the default of insecurity. I ask them, if you're feeling confidence, capable, if you aren't worried what the other person is thinking, what will you say? What will you do? How will you stand? And they make a plan. It's a very powerful exercise. So I want to take you through a few situations and give you some tips of what to say, if anything, and then when to be quiet. Of course, there are many ways to handle these situations. These are just some suggestions. The important thing is that I'll give you a few examples so your brain can see the difference, can see that there are different ways to respond. Now, before I go into the examples, let's start with the foundations of what confidence is. When we're confident, we're willing to be wrong. We're willing for others to be right. We aren't trying to convince other people that our opinion or our viewpoint is right. We already like and own and take responsibility for our choices. And we aren't seeking validation from other people that we're okay, that we're enough. When we're confident, we accept that we're good at some things and then not skilled at other things. When we're feeling confident, we calm our brain, which on default will want to compare and make a situation totally about us. When we're confident, we feel good about ourselves and we want to see the good, even celebrate the good in the other person. This takes work to visualize and anchor ourselves in situations. And honestly, this is some of the best work we can do. Confidence isn't arrogance. It isn't putting ourselves down. Confident people can be self-deprecating, but when we do it from a place of needing others to build us up, this becomes insecurity, and it's very off-putting to others. Okay, I have lots of examples, and even as I prepare this, I have a feeling that there are going to be other episodes where I expand and just give more scenarios. So it's possible that this is just part one. As I go through these examples, please know I have responded in each of these ways in the insecure example that I give. Confidence is just trying to be better and being okay where we are. All right, example number one. When someone asks if you know how to do something and you don't, just answer the question directly. Confidence says, no, I don't know how to do that. Then confidence is quiet and doesn't need to bring up all the other skills that you do have. Recently, I was asked if I know how to water ski. I don't. I simply said, no, I don't know how to water ski. I didn't qualify it and say, well, I do know how to snow ski. I'm pretty sure that looking at the two, that they involve two very different skill sets, although the word ski is in both of them. I don't feel insecure that I don't know how to water ski. Confidence smiles and says, no, I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to play the trumpet. I don't know how to play pickleball. I'd like to learn, but I don't know how, period. Confidence is thinking here, there's nothing wrong with me that I don't know how to do some things. We aren't less than others if they can do things that we can't. Insecurity will ramble on and it stands in discomfort. Confidence, again, simply says, I don't know how to. Confidence may then even ask the person to teach you if they are offering. Okay, another example. Let's say you find out your neighbors got together or some group of friends and you weren't invited, or you don't remember seeing an email or an invitation. You might instinctually feel left out, since our lower brain does first signal that that might be the issue. Confidence can then not make it mean something bad about us that we weren't invited. Confidence smiles and asks if they had a great time together. Confidence can even say, "Oh, I'd love to do that with you sometime." Confidence doesn't say things like, "Well, I knew they wouldn't invite me," or "They don't have room in their friendship circle for me." Confidence keeps quiet. Confidence is okay that we aren't included everywhere. Confidence is also willing to do the inviting when we feel like it and isn't offended when people decline our invitation. Another situation, you've given your children consequences or reprimanded them for their actions, and they're very sad, even mad at us, and don't talk to us. Confidence is okay that they're unhappy. Confidence doesn't try to say things to make them happy or try to ensure that they will like us at some future date. Confidence says, "I understand you're unhappy." Then we're quiet. We redirect our thoughts to making dinner or whatever is next for us to focus on. Confidence lets our children be upset with us and doesn't justify our consequences or try to make them understand and think that we're good parents. We say simple statements to validate how they feel, and then we're quiet. This helps our children know their emotions are safe, and they see that we are anchored in our own inner confidence. We don't need their approval for us to feel good. This helps them learn to look inward for confidence rather than needing others to approve of them. Okay, another situation. I remember learning this lesson from a friend's example about 16 years ago, and she's been the guide for me being more confident in what I make or don't make for gatherings. A group of friends were getting together for a play date, and I think I had spent way too much time and energy making some homemade dish, which at the time was me working hard to overcome some cooking and baking deficiencies. At that time, I felt very inferior in that area. A friend, Amy, showed up with a box of store-bought cookies and confidently and just simply added them to the table, smiled, and joined the group of us without any excuse or putting herself down or needing to compare her contribution to others, hoping for someone to validate her in some way. She just added her contribution and joined the group, being curious and then interested in others. Now, it would be different maybe if she had been asked to bring a certain dish and she didn't. But she was just bringing her own contribution. She didn't make excuses for how many kids she has and she only had time to run into the grocery store or whatever. Confidence doesn't say things that compare our contributions to those of others. Confidence doesn't say things hinting and fishing for others to validate where we feel insecure. Confidence stands firm and anchored in our contributions and feels an equal to then be with others in the group or the conversation. Her being confident let her focus on others and engage in connection, not insecure disconnection. Let's go to another example. Someone shares a belief or opinion that's contradictory to your belief. Confidence doesn't get defensive. Confidence asks questions about the other person. I had a very good friend who shared that because she was adopted, she had a very firm belief abortion was wrong, because she was so deeply grateful her birth mother chose to have her born. It was in the 60s. In our conversation about this, confidence was me being willing to ask her questions, being open to her telling me about her experiences, and being okay that we might have different opinions. Being a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints offers me many opportunities to confidently explain why we don't drink alcohol, or how or why my husband and I served missions for our church, and more. In each situation, confidence simply explains our beliefs and is willing for people to be different. And it's okay. Confidence allows for the discomfort someone else might be feeling. When I explain these things, I use sentences that show I'm proud of my choices and I like what they've brought into my life. Confidence doesn't need to put down others for having different beliefs. Confidence doesn't think my life choices are superior. Needing to think my beliefs and choices are better, that would come from insecurity. Again, confidence talks about our beliefs and then stops talking when it would veer into comparison and being superior. I think of it as being quietly confident. When someone shares their own beliefs, confidence doesn't need to jump in and make it all about us. Confidence will ask, "Oh, how interesting you think the earth is flat. Tell me how you've come to that conclusion." Confidence is interested in other people's experiences and isn't threatened that people are different. Confidence will say, "Tell me more about how you chose to live in India for a year," or "Tell me more about why you joined this new religion," or "Why are you not participating in this church now? Just tell me, I'm interested." Confidence is making everything mean way less about us and can focus on someone else. Switching gears, let's say someone gets a big promotion or buys the car that you've been dying for. Confidence says things like, "Oh, I'm so excited for you. Well, I wanted that as well. I'm sad for myself, and I'm really thrilled for you." Confidence can be happy for other people when good things happen to them. I still remember getting a new nice minivan almost 18 years ago. It was the greatest car ever. And seeing a friend's reaction to it. She was visibly upset. She was not happy for me. At the time, I made this mean something about me. I was disturbed by her reaction. I thought about it when I got into my car. Then luckily, a few minutes later, I thought through why she might have reacted that way and realized what it was revealing about her and her insecurities. Do we all act this way at times? Yes. Oh, yes. But can we work to confidently connect with others by being happy for them? Yes. Another example, over the past year, I needed and felt confident. I needed to say no to several people, situations. I had to say no to attending some big events. I've needed to decline offers to work and other requests for my time. It was hard to say no because I genuinely wanted to say yes. But I knew saying yes was also then saying no to things that were a bigger personal priority to me. In these cases, confidence isn't over-explaining or desperately needing the other person to understand or be okay. Confidence is being willing to have hard conversations in person or on the phone or as in person as possible. Confidence isn't hiding or ghosting. Confidence is responding as soon as we know that we've come to the right answer for us. And confidence says, "I need to decline this," or "I'm not going to be able to do this." We can give a reason, of course, depending on the intimacy of the request and situation. We give context to our decline. We say, "I really do wish I could." Confidence does not need to offer all the reasons or explain our life situations or such. Other people may be disappointed, even mad, when we say no. Confidence knows we took everything into consideration in the calculus of our life. Confidence knows that everyone else isn't aware of every aspect going into our calculations, and that's okay. Confidence doesn't desire that others are disappointed, but confidence knows that we can't disappoint ourselves to possibly avoid disappointing others. When the sign-up sheets are passed around and you know you absolutely cannot sign up because of time or finances or such, confidence simply and quietly passes the sign-up sheet. Confidence doesn't loudly make excuses. It doesn't blame other people for asking us to do something. When we know and like and own our own choices, we quietly and confidently stand with them. I go to the gym Orange Theory several times a week, and often, like almost every time I'm there, a coach will come up and correct my form. Yesterday, the coach came and fixed my form in a tricep kickback, and wow, did it make a difference. And I can feel the pain today. Confidence says, "Yes, please correct me. How can I do this better?" Confidence wants to learn and improve. Confidence doesn't get mad that coaches or mentors offer suggestions. Confidence is willing to be wrong. Confidence smiles, makes the improvement, and says thank you to the coach. One of the biggest misconceptions about confidence is that it means we can do everything or we're good at everything. That is definitely not the case. Confidence is humble and lets others be the experts. Confidence is quietly being okay that we're exactly who we are and we're willing to learn from anyone else. People like being with people who exude this energy. Just this week, I taught my second son to drive stick shift. In a month, I'll then be teaching his older brother. but I think the younger brother will be the expert by then and will give his older brother tips. Both boys are confident. I know the older will be very willing to learn from the younger. Confidence will be him saying, okay, where did I shift too soon? How can I keep the clutch in while I'm reversing without stalling? Confidence is okay being bad at something and knows it doesn't mean we are less than. Confidence stays quiet when feeling insecure and doesn't say mean things to others to buffer our discomfort. I'm always intrigued by college acceptance season and how people handle being asked where they are going to college, when people are willing to say that they applied somewhere and didn't get in, or also when parents are willing to discuss that, or when I see people squirm and feel insecure about the rejection. Of course, the insecurity is totally human. It means that we aren't robots. But if we let the insecurity be in the driver's seat, it leads to disconnection with others. I'm so impressed with adults and the youth who can confidently say, I applied there, but I didn't get in. Or say, I'm really sad I didn't get in. Confidence is being willing to say these things when asked, and confidence is willing to discuss our sad or negative feelings. Confidence doesn't then put down people who didn't get in or make excuses for why they didn't get in, and the children of legacy did get in. Is that all true? Yes. But is that insecurity driving? Yes. If we as parents are comfortable and secure in our children and where they're going, our children are more confident and secure. If we're anxious about their rejections and we tell them to hide it and cover it up or lie, we are telling them there's something wrong with them and they should feel insecure about who they are. I've had to do this. I've had to say, no, this child wasn't accepted there. And then I was quiet. Our kids are mapping how we respond to the world about them, what we confidently say, and what we confidently keep our mouths shut about. Our confidence in them is contagious. If you feel disappointed about college or other school issues, maybe your child isn't going to college or isn't going on a church mission. Practice what you'll say in an inevitable conversation or situation. Visualize your response. And then visualize stopping talking when you'd otherwise give excuses or ramble on trying to get the other person to understand. It really matters how we talk about our children. It reveals a whole lot about our insecurities more than it reveals anything about our children or their potential. Be the grounded lighthouse they need. These are just a few examples across several situations. If you're struggling with a certain situation, DM me or send an email. I'll keep a list and do another podcast in the future with more examples. We often just need the words to say, and we need the strength to stay quiet when we've said enough. Look around at how other confident people handle situations that you feel are difficult. Watch them. Pay attention to what they say and what they don't say. Listen to the tone of voice. Defensiveness comes across loud and clear in our tone, in our body language, in our ability to look someone in the eye. Look at others and how they do it, then practice doing it yourself. Just start with one situation. I've learned so much by observing others and then just doing it myself. That's it for this week. If you would like personalized weekly private one-on-one coaching to show up as the confident woman and model you want for your family, sign up for a consult call at HeidiBenjaminson.com. A confident mother is the greatest gift to her family, not a perfect mother. Our families want us to feel confident, anchored, and calm. I can help you uncover this version of yourself. Have a great week.